Hello, Mr. Spratt here, and this is Cooking with COVID. Don't let your quarantine be a borantine when you could be using your quarantine to learn how to make beautiful, hand-formed pizza topped with authentic ingredients ready for the oven. That's right, today we're talking pizza shaping and assembly. So clean off your counter, wash your hands, and let's get started. The first step to making pizza is removing the dough from the fridge, where it's been resting for at least one full day. You want to do this at least an hour before you start making pizza, so the dough has a chance to warm up and get pliable. Once your dough is warmed up, turn one of your dough containers upside down on a generously floured surface, and let gravity pull the dough out of the container. Once the dough is free, you want to start gently shaping the dough. We're going to shape the dough by gently flattening it with our fingertips, then going around about 1/2 inch from the edge to form the crust. The most important thing to remember is to not press on the very edges of the dough. This dough has thousands of tiny little bubbles, which will rise and get puffy in the oven. A puffy crust is one of the hallmarks of great Italian pizza. But if you smooth down the edges of your dough, you'll crush the bubbles, and they won't puff up in the oven. So avoid pressing on the outer inch or so of your crust. Once we've got our outer crust formed, gently use your fingertips to stretch the dough from the middle outward. Once it gets to about 6 or 7 inches in diameter, we're going to pick it up gently and let gravity stretch the dough down. Rotate it every few seconds, and before long you'll have a lovely round pizza about 10 to 12 inches in diameter, and so thin you can almost see through it. This size, of course, is assuming you start with a ball of dough that's about 200 grams. At this point, you'll want to put your pizza on something that you can use to transfer it into the oven. If you make a lot of pizza, you should invest in a pizza peel, one of these giant spatulas. But a floured upside-down cookie sheet works fine too. Also, if you find you have a hard time getting your pizzas into the oven smoothly, try building them on a sheet of parchment paper on top of your peel or cookie sheet. It makes launching the pizza a lot easier when you're starting out. Regardless of what you're using to launch the pizza, you need to put some kind of non-stick substance on it before putting on the dough. I use semolina flour, but regular all-purpose flour, cornmeal, or parchment paper also work great. Once we've got our dough on the peel, it's time to top the pizza. At this point, you want to work fast, since that moist dough will eventually want to stick to your peel. It's not a bad idea to give your peel a little shake every minute or so to make sure the crust hasn't stuck. Now let's talk toppings. Great pizza is about simplicity, so whatever ingredients you use, make sure they're high quality and that you use them sparingly. Less is more. Pizza is first and foremost about showing off great bread, so the toppings should just accentuate the dough. For this first pizza, we're going to do the classic margherita pizza, the first pizza ever invented. Legend has it, it was created for Queen Margherita of a recently unified Italy in the late 1800s. For this pizza, all we're going to do is put down a thin layer of our homemade tomato sauce, some grated mozzarella cheese, a little fresh basil, and a quick drizzle of olive oil. The green basil, white cheese, and red tomato sauce represent the colors of the Italian flag, and this is my personal favorite kind of pizza. And while we're on the subject of cheese, I'm using low moisture whole milk mozzarella from a brick, which I think works best for a home oven. If you have a pizza oven, you can use torn fresh mozzarella as well, but it turns out a little soupy at home oven temperatures. Other great combos include the marinara pizza, which is nothing more than sauce, oregano, garlic, and olive oil. No cheese at all. The margherita and marinara pizzas are the only ones that are officially approved by the Associazione Verace Pizza Napolitana, which safeguards the authenticity of true Neapolitan pizza. But since we aren't in Naples, here are a couple other great pizza combos. My wife's favorite is a simple veggie pizza with sauce, cheese, green peppers, onions, mushrooms, and a drizzle of olive oil. When I want something a little different and kind of surprising, I also love a pizza with sauce, cheese, pepperoni, sliced up jalapenos, and a drizzle of Mike's hot honey. It's surprisingly delicious. These are just a few ideas of what to put on your pizza, but have fun, experiment. Whatever you put on there, it's still going to be pizza, and the worst pizza is still better than the best salad. But whatever you put on, just remember to keep it simple, keep it light, and you'll get great results. Next time, we'll be talking about baking the pizza, so stay tuned. As always, post your comments and questions, either here or on Canvas, and upload pictures of yourself making pizza for a little extra credit. Thanks for watching, and enjoy!